Good morning or evening, friends. It is I, Wise Guys, and what I want to do is take a look at Falke. Mainly because I want to analyze her a little bit more. I happen to find Falke to be a tremendous character. I have seen a lot of people say to the contrary. The majority of those people are much better players than me. As of right now, you will only see me playing on the bronze level. That is currently where I am. But I think with this character, I can build myself up a little bit. I gotta stop making stupid decisions. And honestly, that kills me more than just a skill. But really looking forward to this and seeing what I'm able to do. Fighting Sakura right now. Oh, also after this, I'm going to do a little more in-depth look than I normally do. Try to take a look at the character, some of the things that I like about her, some of the things that I don't like. Just a few things. A few of my favorite things. Got some pretty good range here. Those pokes are nice. That crouching medium punch I tend to do more often than I want to. She has a shot. I'll have the names later, I'm sorry. But she has a shot that she uses. And it's done by holding a punch button. And I end up with that crouching medium punch more often than not, just because I think that's a safe home button for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that V skill too, though. She thought she wanted it. She ain't really want it. If she had asked me, I would have explained to her, Sakura, baby, you don't really want it. That move is very great. I think that is called the Psycho Schneider. Schneider. That raises the edge on them. Looking in good with the poke from the catapult. Stepping a little closer, keeping the range. Now she's got some really good range, and her normals are actually pretty decent. The problem with a lot of them is they're slow, but they typically have pretty good range, with the exception of that one, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But that little elbow, it's a better move than it looks. It just does not have the range to be maybe her best move. Gotta practice combos too. That was a bad punish. Be serious then. Oh, don't be serious. No. I was playing. Girl, I was playing. God. Play too much. Well, I can't stand these little Japanese schoolgirls. Play too much. Or I'm sorry, not play too much. I was playing. They take stuff too serious. That's their problem. That's all they do. Yo, okay, I have a new mic, and boy, it is good. I'm like fiddling around with stuff in my hand, and it hears it all. So if you hear some stuff in the background, I have idle hands, and I fiddle with like hangers and stuff, just because that's what I do. And it's catching it, man. Look, watch. That's nuts that it hears that. All right, stepping in the club. Using that crouching medium punch for poking. That's that when she's crouching, that long move where she takes the baton or whatever and turns behind her and sticks it out. It's really good poke, but I don't think it combos into much, so you don't want to utilize it a little too much. Her air normals are pretty darn good in my opinion, particularly the air roundhouse and the air medium. I don't like the Fierce that much, even though it's what the game tries to teach you so much. The Fierce comes out a little delayed, and I don't like it. Oh, we're going to talk about all this. Woo! We're going to talk about all this. In this video, though, I am only going to focus on V-Trigger 2. I haven't spent enough time with V-Trigger 1. I think V-Trigger 1 is probably the better one. I don't know. I think V-Trigger 1 is the more complicated, so I think it's better because it's more complicated, I think. But I don't know for sure. I really need to do a little more research before I start making statements like that. So disregard that. Ooh. Caught that uppercut to my jaw. Doing well, keeping her out. And right now, this is a very good indication of what Falke can do. I am stymieing Sakura. Like she's... And it could just be the level. You know, we're both bronze here. But I got to answer for almost everything she's got. including that's my favorite answer. That's a tool that most characters in these games need, and Falke has it. I mean, I don't know what else you want. She has one of the best tools in the game, and that is an invincible uppercut type move, which we are going to talk about right now. Alright, so the first thing we want to look at is the Psycho Schneider. It is a uppercut move done with 2 punches or 3 punches if you want the EX. The 2-punch version can be used as a combo ender. It can also be used as a very good anti-air. If you time it right, you can get some nice hits off of it. The best part is that EX version is super invincible, so keep that in your arsenal. Okay, the next thing I want to discuss is the catapult. It's a really neat move. It lunges forward. It's done with 2 kicks. It's not very good on block, so you do have to be careful and not just throw it out willy-nilly, or you can take some pretty good damage. The cool thing is it leaves them in a floating state, which allows you to do combos. So if you do the EX, well, the X version does. If you do the X version, you can get that nice float, and you can even do something as simple on a hit as go straight into your V-Trigger 2. Your V-Trigger 1 will allow you to get some juggles into it, but it's an all-around pretty solid move to use. So those are just 2 of the special moves that I think are very good for Falke. I also think she has some other tools. We're going to go into this match and see if I can't parse out some more things for you. I didn't want to keep using the same footage over and over again, so we're going to go through this one. And I don't know if I'm going to slow down after this one. We'll just see what we got first. I've actually played this match. I've just forgotten what happened, so I can kind of look at it and commentate it.
This is
with a second thought. This is a Ryu. Ryu will probably be able to out-battle us with projectile, but we can do better with Ryu as we get in close. Or mid-range. Mid-range, I think we're a little stronger than Ryu. If I time my shots right, I can get a hit on Ryu and he can't get a hit on me. But I have to time it right. I'm also really bad about on my charge, only using the medium punch button to charge, the strong button to charge, and it's not ideal because a lot of times you'll get that nice lengthy back throw out, and it's just not it's not back throw but back punch back where she just extends the pole. It's got great range, but you can't really do a lot off of it. At least I haven't been able to so far. That was a pretty good jump in for him. Looking for what we got. Got punished. Now that link is very important. We may have to back up and look at that. But that link is very important. That standing medium, strong into standing forward, which is standing medium punch into standing medium kick. It's a little tricky on the timing at first, but once you get it, it's like riding a bike. You'll be doing it all the time. But you can go into combos. You can get some good knockdowns. There's a lot of good stuff you can do with that. So it's very important to make sure that you understand that aspect as you keep going. Particularly because not only can you use it just as punishes and that type of thing, but it's also like a very good link for when you start doing your combos. When you start trying to make your combos bigger and better, starting with that medium punch and the medium kick, or transitioning into that medium punch and the medium kick, it goes a long way. Got some good blocks in. Got that air throw in. I like characters with air throw. Like I said, Psycho Schneider, they jump in. It's like playing basketball. They reach, you teach. You see them jump in, you punish them for it. Particularly if you have a stop. That is instant damage. If they jump in and you've got one stock of super meter, that's instant damage. There's nothing they can do about it. Plus, you can start planning your attack at that point. Just take it slow, man. Is he gonna come back? Is he gonna come back? Alright. Ryu, you were real with me. Now that match went in our favor. I don't think it was super decidedly in our favor, but in our favor. I think it's important to note right here as well, the charge itself is not lost on hit. So, you know, kind of got to keep an idea on that. You don't have to, or at least from what it's showing, it does not appear that being hit with particularly with a projectile, is taking out my charge. So I can use that to my advantage. No. I'm going for that. There it goes. The problem with it is that it starts out so short, and you're going to get a lot of whiffs that way. You don't want whiffs. Who'd have thought? But proper timing, proper spacing, you can catch your opponent off guard. It's a fairly quick move, that back elbow, that standing strong. Use that and man, you got what you need. Deal some damahe. Ryu's still trying to keep me on my toes. Let me get you on your toes. With the reach. I like doing that standing fierce, but you have to kind of mix it up. You can't just do it all the time. If you're, man, that Schneider is so good. You see your opponent at a pretty good distance trying to judge what you're going to do. You can hit him with that standing fierce. It's got really good range, relatively good speed. You can do a lot of good work with it. Psycho Schneider. You cannot jump in on her. She's almost as bad as Guile. As a matter of fact, she may be worse than Guile because she has a better setup options after that. Oh, I missed my link. That's a great move shoot. That is when you're in V-Trigger 1, or I'm sorry, V-Trigger 2. If you press down in V-Trigger, or down in Heavy Punch and Heavy Kick, Fierce and Roundhouse, you get that nice little hop up into the slam there. And that's about it. I mean, that's Falke in a nutshell. I'll show you more and we'll kind of get a little more in depth as time goes on. I've been playing with this video for a while, so I want to get it up. But if you have any comments or anything, please leave them. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Peace out!